Like I discussed in my speech during class, the media has the ability to turn a mass shooting or mass tragedy into a moment of possible copycats for future tragedies or inciting panic. Now, both of these instances come about because of the social proof theory discussed in our textbook. Now, in class I talked about the idea of media creating a copycat system that in the end we're romanticizing and sensationalizing these crimes and making it more enjoyable for other people to try and best those crimes that have already been portrayed on the news. So the other side of that is how the media can incite a panic situation because of the social proof theory. A gun sales industry representative once said that when people think they won't be able to buy guns, they buy guns. Now this flat out means that when people are scared that the government is going to take away their right to have weapons or their right to own a gun in any capacity, they begin to panic, and when they panic they go to those gun shops and they start looking. They tell themselves that I've been meaning to get a gun all along, this is now my opportunity. And from there they see other people buying guns. They see the sales representatives talking about how valuable it is to own a gun or to be able to shoot. And by following the social proof theory, witnessing these other people buying guns, witnessing the media telling them that they need guns, they're more inclined to buy the guns themselves. Which brings us to the next side of it. Like discussed in our book, if you have too many witnesses to a crime, no one's going to speak up. If you have too many people owning guns, too many people carrying weapons concealed or shown on their person at all times, everyone's going to expect everybody else to protect them in a panic situation. People aren't able to think clearly due to the adrenaline rushing through them in those types of situations, and they're going to expect the person that has a gun on their hip to go ahead and shoot so they don't have to shoot and be the bad person or to kill someone. The biggest example of this actually comes from a very recent event on Mother's Day when a shooter actually shot, I believe the last number was 12 people. And despite the fact that there were civilians there that owned guns, had weapons on them, no one chose to shoot because they assumed someone else would shoot, or they rightfully assumed that the law enforcement would do their job and they would be the ones to handle the situation. So the social proof theory is seen throughout all of this. When it comes to mass tragedies, we always look to the other person. We look to the media to tell us how we're supposed to feel and how we're supposed to react. And in some cases, that can be just as dangerous as not being prepared in the first place.